Let us turn our Bibles to Revelation chapter 13. We're looking at Revelation chapter 13, and we're looking at the system. We're looking at the world ruling system, and we're looking at it in Revelation chapter 13. Let's go to Revelation chapter 13. Revelation chapter 13.
Amen.
Let's go to Revelation chapter 13. In Revelation chapter 13, this is part 2. Make sure y'all put part 2. Please, gentlemen, make sure you put part 2. Make sure. All right. I'm at Revelation chapter 13, right?
Yes. Amen.
In Revelation 13, we're looking at the system, the world ruling system up under the power of the dragon or Satan. In Revelation 13, let me do this. Revelation 13, verse number, Revelation 13. That's Revelation 13, verses 16 through 18 is what man wants. That's his economic. Revelation 13, 16 through 18. Let me put this up here. Revelation 13, what I say? 16 to 18. This is Revelation 13, 16 through 18. All right, that's the economic system. You got to get both of the DVDs to see both of them if you want to understand it, because I'm not going back through it again because I don't have time. Revelations 13, 1 through 8. This is what man do if he don't get what he want. If he don't get what he want, if he don't get his way, when man can't have his way, this is what he does. It's Revelations 13, 1 through 8. Okay?
Yes.
All right, that's because he can't get what he want, right?
Yes.
If he can't get what he want, this is what he gonna do, right?
Yes.
This is what he do is Revelations 13, 11 through 15, right?
Yes.
Revelation, right?
Yes.
13, 11
through 15.
Through 15. So when he can't get what he want, what do? He cheats, steal, deceive, oppress, lie, and kill. What man want, what he want, this is what man wants. What man will do. This is what man will do when he can't get what he wants. This is if he can't get what he wants. This is can't get what he wants, or we can say covet, right?
Yes.
So this is what he do when he can't get what he wants. This is what he will do to get what he wants. This is what man wants. He want to eat, drink, buy, sell, plant, build. What man will do to get what he wants when he can't get what he wants. When he can't get what he wants, he strike, picket, protest, march, boycott, and vote. When he can't get what he wants, this is what he will do to get what he wants. He'll cheat, steal, depress. He'll cheat, steal, deceive, oppress, lie, and kill. I don't like that order. He'll lie. I like to put the lie first. He'll lie. Won't he?
Yes.
First thing he gonna do, ain't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the first thing he's gonna tell a lie. Cheat people and oppress them. Okay. Okay, I got the order up there. Now, already been through the system. The beast is the world ruling system, and the head of the beast, or the head of the world ruling system is Satan. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
All right. That's the head of the world ruling system, Satan. And what we was looking at is this book I'm reading called The Making of a Slave. And we was looking at the making of a slave. Now we're going back to the making of a slave, and I'm gonna see could I get through this, okay? Yes. I get wild up. We know, bring back up my message, bring back up the title of the message. The title of this message is The Strike of October 17, 2019, Chicago Public Schools, Women Oppression of the Poor, and the poor is the fatherless and the widow. They helped the class on civil disobedience. Civil disobedience is part of the system. This was started by Henry David Thoreau. Is he a German?
Sounds French.
Sounds French. Thoreau. All right, he may be a French. We can look it up, can't we?
Yeah, we can.
We can look it up, but it sounds French. TH. This civil disobedient doctrine or instruction was started by Henry David Thoreau. This is what Martin Luther King studied when he was in Morehouse College. He read this book. He studied this hypothesis, this thesis, this theory. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. He studied this theory, and this is what he implemented when he was marching and partook of the civil rights movement. He instituted civil disobedience. That's going against the government. And we'll read a little of that in a few minutes. Thoreau, right?
Yes.
Thor, right?
EAU.
THORE. No. Oh, the THI. Dummy. All right. Because I knew it was up at the top. I seen it yesterday. THOR. Here we go. David Henry, it don't say Charles. It just say he was Henry David born, David Henry Thoreau, 1817, 1862, United States naturalist and a writer. I don't say what nationality he was. Neither here nor there. But anyway, this is, wait a minute, maybe this will say it. Henry David Thoreau has inspired generation, represented sampling, life without principle distills the essence of Thoreau's philosophy of self-reliance and individualism. I had to read that. But here's the one who started civil disobedience. And the CPU teachers, CTU, Chicago Teachers Union teachers, took a class, Chicago Public School System teachers took a class on civil disobedience. They're ready to go to jail to get what they want. This is the system that they're learning, that they learned and went to school for just last week. Today is the 26th. So they did this. This is a Saturday. They started it the week of the last week. This is Saturday, so they started like about Tuesday or Wednesday or something on taking a class on civil disobedience because they're ready to go to jail so they can. See, striking, picketing, protest, marching, boycotting, voting didn't work. They here now. Eat, drink, buy, sell, plant, build. That's what he want. So now they lying, stealing, deceiving, oppressing, cheating, and killing. That's what they trying to get their way. That's the whole point. In the system. And the system is up under the power of Satan. Okay?
Amen.
Let me read you what he said. That government, he said, I heartily accept the motto. That government is best which governs least. And I should not like to see it acted up to more rapidly and systematically carried out. it finally amounts to this, which also I believe, that government is best which governs not at all, and that black women do not want to be governed. That women do not want to be governed. She says she don't need no husband. Satan is a husband. She already a part of the system, and the system is the United States of America. That is what the problem is with our society. That woman in the place of authority. How did that woman get to the place of authority in America? Let's find out. The name of this book is The Winnie Lynch Letter and the Making of a Slave. I bought this book because my dentist asked me, he said, have you ever read The Making of a Slave? I said, yeah, I read it before. He said, I picked that up and I read it every so often. So what I said was I was going to buy me one. When I bought one and I read it, I decided to buy one for the whole congregation because I'm going to teach you how this system is. And the system I'm talking about is the United States of America up under the power of Satan. God is not the God of the United States of America. That is asinine. That is absurd to believe God is the God of the Anglo-Saxon, of this anglicized system, this England system. He's not the God of the United States. God will not bless America. So, I want to read you The Making of a Slave. I'll show you what white Anglo-Saxons has done to the black community, okay?
Yes,
sir.
Amen.
Let's make a slave. The origin and development of a, what kind of being?
Social.
Look what they call them. They call a black man a social being. Called what?
The Negro.
Let us make a slave. A slave. What do I need? First of all, we need a black nigger man, a pregnant nigger woman, and her baby nigger boy. That's what the system needs. That's the system, okay?
Yes.
When they say, what do I need? I is the system. Don't forget that.
Right.
Second, the system will use the basic principle that the system used in breaking a what?
A horse.
Combined with some more sustaining what?
Facts.
When we do it, what is the it we doing?
The system.
What is the it we are doing?
Breaking.
What are we doing?
We're breaking.
What are we doing?
We're making
Making
the
us a
slave.
slave.
Thank you. Come on. What are we doing?
Making a
Making a
slave.
slave.
When we do it with horses, we break them from one form of life to another, right?
Yes.
So what they're going to do is break that woman and put that woman ahead of the man. Hello?
Yes.
That is, we reduce them from their natural state in nature, whereas nature provides them with the natural capacity to take of their needs from nature and the needs of their offspring. That's just natural, right?
Yes.
You take out of nature what you need for your offspring, for your child, right?
Yes.
Right.
They say we finna break that. They not taking nothing out of nature. We finna reverse the role. That's what they just said. Hello?
Yes.
We break the system. Remember, we is the system. We is the Anglo-Saxon. We is the white man. Don't you forget that. That's the system. The system is an English system. Don't forget, we is the system. We break that natural string of independence from them, and thereby we create a dependency what?
State.
So that we, the system, may be able to get from them useful what?
Production.
For what?
Business and pleasure.
They use that woman. That woman is for their business. That woman is for their pleasure. Because they don't made her a slave. She don't know she a slave to the system. She a slave to the system. She thinks she a child of God, but she a slave to the system. It says, for fear that our future generations may not understand the principle. Wait a minute. Future generations. Let's go back and look at generations. Let's go and look at generations. We go to Proverbs, right?
Yes.
We go to Proverbs chapter 30. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 30. Are you there?
Amen.
We go to Proverbs chapter 30. In Proverbs chapter 30, we got verse number 11, right?
Yes.
It said, there is a generation that curses their father and do not bless their mother. That's the generation we living in now, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, then. There is a generation. How about them women?
Yes.
Them women think they pure in their own eyes. You can't tell them nothing. I got a job. I got a 401k. I got a retirement plan. I'm running this corporation. I'm head of this school. I'm a principal. Hello? I'm a Chicago public teacher. I ain't got no husband. I ain't got no wife. I am pure in my own eyes. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes and yet is not washed from their sin. They're not washed from their pleasure, right?
Yes.
Watch this. How about this? There is a generation, oh, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. We can apply that naturally, can't we? Physically. With all them damn eyelashes they got up, right? Right? Right?
Yes,
We can apply that literally. Verse 13, right?
Yes.
There is a generation, oh, how lofty are their eyes. Isn't it?
Yes.
And their eyelids. We can apply that physically, can't we?
Yes.
Right now.
Right now.
There is a generation whose teeth are as what?
Swords.
Their jaw teeth as what?
Knives.
To devour the poor
From off the earth.
and the needy.
From among men.
That's the politician, right?
Yes.
That's the system, ain't it? So we got all of the generations right there, right?
Right here. Amen.
For fear that our future generations may not understand the rules of breaking both horses and man, we lay down the art. For we are to sustain our what?
Basic economy.
There we go. Eat, drink, buy, sell, plan, and build. There we go right there. How they going to sustain it? They're going to sustain it by striking, picketing, protesting, marching, boycotting, voting. Lie, steal, deceive, oppress, cheat, and kill. Of the other people, they the one that's going to run the system for them. They the one that's going to make sure the system produce. They're going to be the one to make sure the system proceed. That's the women and the children, earth.
Yes.
They making sure that United States system produce. They make sure that this United States system keep going and succeed. Don't they?
Yes.
Amen.
It's the women and the children.
They always using the same tactics over and over and over. Economics. Remember, preacher,
Yes,
black
sir.
codes.
Yep.
Economics.
That's right. That's the household.
Exactly.
That's-
During the Civil War.
What was it?
They used the same thing.
Economics. They don't-
The
people don't
South
know-
was poor.
Thanks.
So we got to get rid of them 4 million niggas can't be free. So we got to change everything so we could go ahead and get this economic system going again in the South.
Economic. It's a C economy. Let me go to economy first. Economy. What is economy? Economy is the Latin oikonomia, Greek oikonomia, management of a household or state. Public revenue. The management of the income, expenditures, etc., of a household, business, community, or government. Careful management of wealth, resources, avoidance of waste by careful planning and use. They're running a household. So who they going to use to run their household? The household is United States of America. Who are they going to use to produce in their household? The woman
and
and
their
the
children.
child. They're going to get rid of the black man. And he's gone. And that woman, she don't want no husband. She ain't submitting to nobody. She don't even want Jesus to reign over her. She said, I will not have that man to reign over me. She don't want no man reigning over her. Because the system don't have a man reigning over it. Y'all ready?
Yes.
For if we are to sustain our basic household, we must break and tie both of the beasts what?
Together.
The nigger
And the
And the horse.
We understand that what, y'all?
Short-range planning and economics results in periodic economic chaos.
They got to look at the big picture. We can't do it in the short term. We got to look to the future. Y'all understand?
Yes.
Short-range planning in economics. This is what am I reading right here? When I say short-range planning in economics, what is that called? What is that called? Those 3 words. What is that called?
Striking.
What short-range planning in economics? What is that called? That's the system saying we need short-range planning, and if that's the system saying, that's the system saying, I need short-range planning in economics. What is that called? Wit. That's human reason. This is wit I'm reading, y'all. This ain't no word of God, damn it.
No.
This ain't no word of God.
It's not the word of God.
This is the man of the system. See, this is where you guys get lost at. This is human reason. This is the system. It's coming out of Anglo-Saxon mind. It's coming out of mind of a man. Or the mind of men, what we reading. This is called wit. This is called sin. This is called mind. See, that's why I tell y'all be reading this stuff. Y'all don't even know where y'all at when y'all reading when I'm with you. You should have grasped that already. All of this is number wit. This is the mind of an evil man, what we're reading. This is the mind of evil men. This whole system is built upon these principles. And the women and them children is being used. And they don't know it. Short-range planning in economic results in periodic economic what?
Chaos.
So that to avoid turmoil in the economy, it requires us to have breadth and what?
Depth.
In long-range, comprehensive what?
Plan.
Articulating. There go your wit right there, both skills and sharp what?
Perception.
You best believe it, that's wit. That's wit right there.
At work.
We lay down the following rules for long-range, comprehensive economic planning. Both horse and nigger are what?
No good to the economy.
Thank you very much. In the wild or what?
Natural state.
That means they got a rule over them, don't they?
Yes.
Both must be broken and tied together for orderly production for the system, right?
Yes.
They don't get nothing out of it. It's all about the what?
System.
It's all about the system. And the system is up under the power of who?
Satan.
Satan has been destroying the black man since Genesis. Don't y'all know that? Don't you know Satan been trying to destroy that red man, which is that first man, which is that black man, since the book of Genesis? How did Satan get through to the man?
Through the woman.
You best believe. How do the system get through to the man?
Through the woman.
I wish I had a witness. It ain't changed. Like Charles said, he goes through the woman. The head of the woman is who?
Satan.
The man.
Man.
What's supposed to be?
The head of the woman. It is. Ain't no supposed to be. God didn't change it.
No, he did not.
You're talking about it's supposed to be. It is.
Man.
God ain't changed it. Paul said the head of the woman.
He's the man.
Man.
I don't care what the system say. You no woman ruling me. No woman telling me nothing. The woman has left her place in the system. And she don't even know it. Because she been made a slave to production and business. I wish I had a witness. She been made a slave to production and business and she don't know it. She ain't nothing but good for what?
Business.
Thank you very much. The black woman ain't good for nothing but what?
Business.
Both, this is the break. We lay down the following principles for long-range comprehensive economic planning. Both horse and nigger are good to the economy. Both horse and nigger are no good to the economy in the wild or natural state. In their natural state, we got to rule over them. They ain't no good. Can't leave them like he is. Can't leave them head of the household. Can't leave them. We got to break them, right?
Yes.
Watch how they break them, James Brown. Both must be broken and tied together for orderly production. For the orderly futures, special and particular attention. Watch out, y'all. Must be made to who?
The female.
What must be made to who?
The female.
Thank you very much. Who did Satan pay attention to in the garden?
The female.
I wished I had a witness.
Wow.
Who did Satan pay attention to in the garden?
The female.
For the orderly futures, pay attention. Special and particular attention must be paid to the female and the young offspring. Who did Satan pay attention to when they was kicked out of the garden?
The female.
Wrong.
Out of the
Who
garden.
did Satan pay attention to when they was kicked out of the garden?
The young offspring.
Who was that?
That was Cain.
Thank you very much. I know you was gonna get it. He paid attention to Cain. I knew you was gonna get it, Charles. He never paid attention to who?
The man.
You doggone right. He never paid attention to the man. He hate the man. He said, I'm going to get that man. I'm going to go through his wife. I'm going to go through that woman. And I'm going to go through that child. That's the only way I can tear down the black man, the first man, the red man that God made in his image and his likeness. It's the first man. Hello? Both must be what?
Crossbred.
Look at that. They got to crossbreed them. They got to give him in marriage, don't they?
Yes.
They got to crossbreed the man, the woman, and crossbreed the offspring, don't they?
Yes.
Both must be crossbred to produce a variety of what?
Variety and division.
And division of labor. Both must be taught to respond to a what?
Particular new language.
They don't understand the word of God no more, do they?
No.
No, but they understand the word of the Anglo-Saxon, don't they?
Yes.
They've been taught a new language. That's why we define, so we can know exactly what the word of God says. We don't pay attention to English. Don't pay attention to no Anglicized. We don't pay no attention to no Anglicized Anglo-Saxon language. We go back to original Hebrew. We go back to the original Greek. Because this language, the first thing I got to do, I got to change the language. Hello? Number 6. Both of these I got highlighted. Psychological and physical instruction of containment must be created for what? We break your culture. We don't tell you where you come from no more. Psychological
Oh, God help us.
and physical instruction of containment must be created for both, right? We hold the above 6 cardinal principles as truths to be what? We hold these truths to be self-evident, right? We trick you and tell you all men are created what?
Equal.
They weren't talking about you when they said that.
No.
Talking about you when they said that. Those 6 cardinal principles, what did he say? We hold the above 6 cardinal principles as truths to be what?
Self-evident.
Based on the following discourse concerning the what?
Economics.
Of breaking and trying the horse and the nigger together, all inclusive of the 6 principles laid down what?
Above.
No, neither principles alone will suffice for good economics. All principles must be used for the orderly good of the system.
Wit system.
6.
That's the number of man. Wow. They ain't doing nothing for that black woman, is they?
No.
They don't care about our children, is they?
No.
They're using that black woman to keep the system running. They use the children to keep the system running.
That's it.
They don't change the language, make her thought that she thinks she the head. You got freedom of speech. You can do what you want to. You don't need no husband.
Wow. Women's suffrage, the Great Society, welfare, da 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 da.
Thank you.
Good God Almighty.
Accordingly, both a wild horse or a wild or natural nigger is what?
Danger.
You best believe a black man is dangerous. They know it. Even if captured, for they will have a tendency, watch out y'all, to do what?
Seek their customary freedom.
And in doing so, might kill you in your what?
Sleep.
You cannot what?
Rest.
They sleep while you are what?
Awake.
and are awake while you are what?
Sleep.
They are dangerous near the family house. It requires too much labor to watch them away from the what?
House.
Above all, you cannot get them to work in the what?
Natural
Hence,
state.
both the horse and the nigger must be broken. That is, break them from one form of what?
Mental life
to
another.
And we can do that in inducing drugs into them, can't we?
Ritalin.
Let's introduce them to Ritalin. Let's introduce them to cocaine.
Yes.
Let's introduce them to whiskey. Let's
Weed.
introduce them to weed. You understand?
Yeah.
Let's introduce them to
Seroquel,
opiates.
opioids.
And we're going to do what to
Heroin.
them? We're going to break them from one form of mental life to another. Keep the body.
And take the mind.
Take the man.
In other words, break the will.
To resist.
Resist.
I got you drugged up all the time.
You ain't gonna resist.
Hello?
You ain't gonna resist.
Now, the breaking process is the same for both horse and what?
Nigger.
Only slightly varying in what?
Degrees.
But as we said before, there is a art, they go with again,
Yep.
in long range what?
Economic planning.
You must keep your eye and thoughts on the,
Female and the offspring of the horse and the nigger.
thank you very much. You got to watch the female and offspring.
Got
A brief discourse in offspring, oh Lord have mercy. In offspring what?
Development.
Now they finna develop our children's what?
Mind.
Amen! They works on the what?
Mind.
Because you serve God with the what?
Mind.
A brief discourse in offspring development will shed light on the key to sound economic principles. Pay little attention to the generation of original breaking, but concentrate.
On future generations.
There is a generation. Therefore, if you break,
The female mother.
if you break the female mother, she will break the offspring in its early years of development.
Yes.
When the offspring is old enough to work, she will deliver it up to you for her normal female protective tendencies will have been lost in the original breaking process. She depended on the system now. So to take LeBron James and give him to the system. First thing the basketball player said, I want to thank my mama. She take Kevin Durant and give him to the system.
He did. Amen. Yes, he did.
Right?
Yes.
Amen.
She take him and give him to the system, right?
Yes.
System got him now, don't they?
Hook, line, and
Yes,
sinker.
they do. She take a child, she give a child a welfare, don't she?
Yes.
She give a child to the system, don't she?
Yes.
She give him to the white man, right?
Oh, yeah.
Play with his brain,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Let him treat him like a guinea pig, right?
And you can't resist. You do, they take them.
That's what he talked about in counterfeiting and conspiracy. I'm gonna go into all of this and show you. He said the worst thing you can do is give your children up to the medical the medical field.
You can't.
So that's the worst thing you can do. I'm gonna go through it, but I want to read this. What do? They deliver them up to state welfare, don't they?
Yes.
They deliver them up to the education system, don't they?
Yes.
And then what do the education system do?
Strike, picket, protest. What is it?
March, boycott, and vote. They deliver them up to the religious system, don't they?
Yes.
They deliver them up to the entertainment system, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And so once they deliver them up to the entertainment system, the education system, the state welfare system, the sports system, they systematically evil inclined. All of they worried about is producing in society for the success of the house. All they serving is the master of the household, which the master of the household is the black man with a white man disguised and the white man per se.
Yes.
The black man in a white man disguised in the pulpit of America who strike, picket, protest, march, boycott, and vote, who lie, cheat, who lie, steal, deceive, oppress, cheat, and kill, so he can plant, drink, buy, sell, so he can eat, drink, buy, sell, plant, and build. They deliver him up to that preacher in that doggone pulpit. They deliver him up to the Roman Catholic system, right?
Yes.
They deliver him up to the private school system, don't they? But they forget about the other blacks, don't they? They oppress them. Don't you know the private school system is what oppressed the fatherless and the widows?
Yes.
Don't you know the Roman Catholic system is what oppressing the Chicago public school system? Don't you know they pay for their, don't you know the Chicago public school system is paid for by taxes from the citizens,
Yes.
from the public? That's who paid for the Chicago public school system, taxes.
Yes.
The Roman Catholic, they pay their own. Private, they pay their own.
Pay their own.
Our children is dependent on the system. We have delivered them up to the system. We have delivered them up to the power sake. And the teachers, the false prophets and the false teachers is working with the what? System, because they made merchandise out of it. Talk back with me.
That's right.
Amen.
Hello?
Amen.
Therefore, if you break the female mother, she will do what?
Break the offspring in its early years of development
And when the offspring is old enough,
to work.
she will do what with the offspring?
Deliver it up to you for her normal female protective tendencies will have been lost in the original breaking process.
For example, take the case of the wild stud horse, a female horse, and an already infant horse, and compare the breaking processes with two captured nigger males in their natural state. A pregnant nigger woman with her infant offspring, take the stud horse, break him for limited containment. Watch out now, here we go. Completely break the what?
Female
Are
horse,
y'all ready?
Yes.
Until she becomes what?
very gentle.
Whereas you,
Anybody can ride her in comfort.
woo! Anybody can stick her. Because they don't made her like that. Then they take her and give her a birth control pill and say, you don't need no husband. Oprah, you can have sex with anybody you want to. All these female talk show hosts that you see in the morning, many of them hoes ain't got no husband. They taking a pill and they just let anybody stick them who they want to stick them. Don't y'all understand that? That black woman is just like this, isn't she?
Yes.
Anybody can stick that black woman, can't she?
Yes.
Can't she?
Yes.
She got babies by everybody, don't she?
Yes.
Anybody can stick her. She don't care. She got a $70,000 job. She got a $20,000 car. She got $1,500 in the bank. She ain't got no husband. And she got 4 babies, 3 babies, 2 babies, or no babies. And she say, I can have sex with anybody I please. Nobody tells me what to do. I will not have Christ reign over me and tell me who I can have sex with or not.
Can't.
What?
And who I can't.
Anybody can ride her. Anybody can ride the black woman. Anybody. Do y'all hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
Anybody. Anybody can ride her. Anybody. She don't want no husband. All she want to do is be rode. Hello?
That's right.
I'm going to read it one more time. Completely break the female horse until she becomes very gentle, whereas you or anybody can ride her in comfort. She won't resist.
No.
Breed the mare and the stud until you have the what?
Desire offspring.
Then you can turn the stud to freedom until you what?
Need him again.
I'm going to read it very go. Train the female, whereby she will eat out of your hand. She said, I don't need no man. System take care of me. Hello?
That's right.
System raised me up. System made me who I am. System gave me a job. What I need a man for? The system feed me. Satan feeding me. Hello?
Amen.
Man.
Train. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah. Train.
What trained her? The education system. What trained her? The welfare system. What trained the entertainment system? What changed them? The political system. She been trained. What trained the Constitution of the United States? What changed the women's lib? What trained the women's suffrage?
That's right.
What trained her? The system. The system has trained that whore. Say Babylon is the mother of what?
Whores.
The mother of harlots. That's what it said. Her daughters are whores. Y'all ain't never read it?
Yes.
Revelation 17? You ain't never read it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll read it to you. I read it to you. Babylon is the system. There came one of 7 angels which had the 7 vials. I'm in chapter 17. There came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, talk with me, saying, come hither, I will show unto you the judgment of the what?
Great
Great
whore.
whore.
That sitteth upon many
Waters.
What come out of the waters? What come out of the waters? The system,
System.
man.
System.
Come on, that's easy. And with whom the kings of the earth have committed what?
Fornication.
The inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her.
Fornication.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a what? Scarlet colored beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, decked with gold and precious stones. She part of the what?
System.
Pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abomination and filthiness of her what?
Fornication.
Upon her forehead was a name written, mystery what?
Babylon.
The great, the mother of harlots.
And
Abomination of the
The mother of harlots. The mother of harlots. Oprah is a harlot. These women in these talk show hosts, in these positions, in these schools, and in these corporations, they harlots. Because they up under the rule of the system. They've been trained, ain't they?
Yes, they have.
Anybody can ride them, can't they?
Yes. They eat out of anybody's hand.
What?
They eat out of anybody's hand.
What?
They will eat out of anybody's hand.
Completely break the female horse until she becomes, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. It says, come on. It says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet cord of what? Beast? Beast? Beast?
Yes.
Beast? Completely break the female horse until she becomes very gentle, whereas you or anybody can do what? Ride her in comfort. Breathe the marrow and the stud until you have the desired offspring. Then you can turn the stud to freedom until you need him again. Train the female horse whereby she will eat out of your what? Hand. That's the system, right?
Yes.
It's telling you how to break this woman, right?
Yes.
How to make her good for business and production, ain't it?
Yes.
And she will in turn train the infant horse to eat out of your what?
Hand
You best believe it. So she be on aid, her grandmama was on aid, she on aid, her daughters are on aid, her other daughters are on aid, and it's just trickling all the way down, right?
Amen.
She went to college, her daughter go to college, she go to this, and it just trickle on down, right?
Yes.
And now one of them ain't got a husband. If they had one, they got divorced.
Yep.
Hello?
Yes.
Amen.
When it comes to breaking the uncivilized nigger, use the same process, but vary the degree and set up the pressure so as to do a complete reversal of the what?
The mind.
Wow. Everything has to do with the what?
The mind.
Is that not what I'm teaching y'all?
Yes.
All in your mind, man.
All in the mind.
Take the meanest and most restless nigger, strip him of his clothes. Do that to us when we go to prison?
Oh, yeah.
Do they do that to us when we go to jail?
Yes.
In front of the remaining male niggas, the female, and the nigger infant. It's the worst thing in the world. You guys ought to be, you women out there, it's the stupidest women I ever seen in the world. It's no way I will take my child to a prison
No.
or jail facility to see that
No.
nigga locked up.
No.
That nigga got to be the stupidest man in the world to want his child to come into an environment like that, to be strip searched. You gotta be a fool, woman, to take your child in there to be strip searched. You stupid. Tie and feather him, tie each leg to a different horse in opposite directions. Set him a fire, beat both horses to pull him apart in front of the remaining niggas. The next step is to take a bull whip, beat the remaining nigga male to the point of death in front of the female and the infant. Don't kill him. Put the fear of
God.
no.
The
Put
system.
the fear of the white man. Put it in your. Nope, don't write it. Don't kill him. Put the fear of the white man in him, for he can be useful in future breeding. Put the fear of the white man and the black woman in him. Eat out of your hand. What are you going to eat out of your hand? Drugs, alcohol, clothes, weave, the nails, the cars, public aid, link card, yak hair,
Tattoos.
eyelash,
Yes, sir.
tattoo.
Yep.
Piercing.
Train the female horse whereby she will eat out of your hand. What's she going to eat from the system? Drugs, alcohol, clothes, weave, nails, cars,
Birth control.
public aid, link card, birth control, that yak hair, eyelashes, tattoos.
Yes, sir.
Enhancements.
Amen.
Let's hit the breaking process of the African woman. Let me see if we get this right quick.
Okay.
This is the breaking process of the African woman. Look what it called her. They didn't call her a nigga. What it called her?
The African woman.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
That's psychological.
Yes, it is.
Then take the female, run a series of tests on her. What? Right? Stick her. Give her something. Stick her. Run some tests on her. See how she respond when you give her something, right?
Yeah.
That's all they did to her. They run tests on her. Give her a position right here. Give her a position there, right? Run tests on the female. Hello?
Yes.
Then take the female, run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your what?
Desires willingly.
Test her or what?
Every way.
Because she is the most important factor for what?
Good economics.
Whoa.
If she shows any sign of resistance in submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bull whip on her to extract the last bit of bitch out of her. Wow. Take care not to do what?
Kill her.
For in so doing, you spoil good what?
Economics.
When in complete submission, what would she do? She would train her offspring in the early years to submit to labor when they become what?
Of age.
Understanding this is the what?
Best thing.
Therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of the subject matter concerning what we have produced here in this breaking process of the female what?
Nigger.
We have reversed the relationships. In her natural uncivilized state, she would have a strong dependence on the uncivilized what?
Male.
And she would have a limited protected tendency toward her independent what?
Male offspring.
And would raise the female offspring to be what?
Dependent like her.
Nature had provided this for type of what?
Balance.
We reverse nature by burning and pulling one civilized nigger and bull whipping the other to the point of death, all in what?
Her presence.
By her being left what?
Alone.
Unprotected with the male image what?
Destroyed.
The ordeal caused her to do what?
Move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state.
In this frozen psychological state of independence, what's she gonna do?
She will raise her male and female offspring in reverse
For
roles.
fear of the young male's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent, but physically strong. That nigga can run and jump, can't he?
Yes, he can.
Oh, yeah.
But in his mind,
Weak as water.
because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offspring to be psychologically what?
Independent.
What have you got? You've got the nigger woman out front and the man behind and what?
Scared.
This is a perfect situation for sound sleep and economics.
Whoa.